Hello, everyone. I'm just here to watch Cam Ruddy cook. My favorite chef. I'm here to help out Cam Ruddy. We like to help out other leagues and commissioners who appreciate it and deserve it. I got caught in a little rush hour on the way home, but we cleaned up that mess, and now I'm here. So What do we got going on over here? What's going on? Let's go. Get a little excited, buddy. Let's go. Put some espresso in there. Let's go. I got something else for you too if you need it. No, I'm kidding. But let's get a little excited here, bro. Come on, we got some of the best drivers in the world. This is Cam Ruddy. This is Johnny Stokes. This is Stewie. This is Full Air. We got everybody here. We got DXT and his missus driving for him. He's in the passenger seat. He's backseat driving right now. We got Love Hate Games. Monye DC. I used to call him Monye de Butt Cheeks, but it's just Monye de Cheeks. Infinity Fear, great driver. We got some good drivers here. This is not Rush Hour Racing. This is not Chris. There is no Strachosaur here. Everyone here can drive. Let's get it. Okay, so you asked me for my picks. I said Stewie. Stewie is still my pick, but a couple guys I want to just shout out as guys to look for to do well. Hi, Infinity Fear, very good driver. He's done some reserve appearances in my league, and I've seen him race in other leagues. Very capable. He's definitely always a threat, so he's someone to look out for. Also, I noticed last week Mystical, very good driver. He also he should be in the mix, and obviously, Cam Ruddy, one of my personal favorite drivers, just to watch. Cam, I was telling him before the race, he's quite the aggressive driver. Contrast to his personality, real life, which is oh, I always find that kind of stuff interesting. I think you could tell a lot about a person by how they actually drive. So, and I've always been the type of guy. I believe that you become a better racer and you find out who you are as a racer when you're pressed and when you're under pressure. You learn more about yourself by when you win by zero point 0.5 seconds as opposed to 20 seconds as a driver. So it's important to be in here and have that competition. And they have a good mix right here at the top. Yeah, there's too many leagues where it's just the gap between first and the last guy is just too great. So I think Cam does a good job of keeping the skill level somewhat level equal. So there's multiple potential race winners, which is always a good thing when you're watching a race for entertainment purposes. And I don't know how well you know Cam, but he's somewhat new to me, but he's a very nice dude and always gracious whenever we help. And okay, yeah, so yeah, Cam's a great dude and always happy to help him out when he asks. Absolutely. Not a bad thing to say about Cam as he rounds the corner here off his outlap, as he is going to look to go on a heater. And I'm just going to ride with Cam for a little bit here, see what he can pull off. But yeah, honestly, looking at this grid, I see about 7 or 8 names that if they won, I wouldn't be surprised. So I'm looking forward to this race. How about you? Who are you looking for? Other than the Stewie obvious one, who do you look for? Maybe a dark horse type guy to surprise some people? Okay. just to challenge himself a bit. Okay. Okay, so you're saying he's a very good driver, and sometimes he'll do that kind of thing just to mix it up. Okay. Yeah, we have a couple guys who do that in our leagues too. As long as they're respectful and understand the drivers in front of them, may not be as quick, and they have to be patient. Because if you're starting from the back on purpose, you know there's going to be some slower drivers in front of you, so you still have to show them respect. Right on, right on. A lot of that will also fall into the hands of if a safety car comes out, which will obviously help them a lot because surely the current front runners will establish a gap. Well, Frenzy's making his moves up the field. Yeah. Oyster 2000. He was actually born in 2002, but the name was taken. Just okay. Well, anyways, Cam Ruddy puts that car in P2 with a great hot lap there as we were watching. Chef Cam Ruddy. We got Johnny Stokes up in P1 with a fantastic lap. Mickey G in P3. King 5 Panda, who seems to me like a very good driver as well. Watching him. Yeah, then Stewie rounds out our top five. Stewie was my choice to win. We got West Still. I don't know West Still, but he's a Finland guy, and those guys are all quick, so you can't count him out. Oyster 2000, Infinity Fear, another one of my choices. Full Air, another good driver who I'm a fan of. He's all over the place, but he might finish first, he might finish last. He's one of those guys, but always exciting to watch. Okay, okay. Well, we'll make we'll make the changes in his bio, and yep. You're streaming this on Twitch. What's the channel called? Sorry to ask on air. Nice move. Right now, I just saw Frenzy get a 10-second corner cutting penalty, which is a killer. He's already starting from the back, so we're saying he's going to need that safety car anyways, probably to get there. But now he definitely needs one. these two McLaren boys, and these guys are teammates. So I mean, how does that work? That's quite the impressive team. But in the meantime, though, Stewie, who was no fear to getting involved in a battle, right in the mix there. He's trying to split those McLarens, see what he can do, and King Fi right there also. You know, Austria Sprint's always going to be an exciting race, lots of action, and I do notice it's raining. I see raindrops, so that will throw. Thank you. That will throw a wrench into this race. The question will be: will the track get wet enough? Will it rain hard enough for these guys to actually make the switch? Well, some guys are going to take the gamble who are at the back. I wouldn't be surprised if Frenzy just goes into the pits, gets that penalty off, throws on the inters, and maybe he may be in a position though where he has to take a risk. Putting them on now is going to be too soon because the track isn't wet. But maybe the next lap, some guys will probably wait a couple laps. So just something to monitor here. It'll be too early to do it now, but maybe next lap. So Love Hate Games pulls the trigger on the pit stop. He's putting the inters on. We'll see how that works out for him. I think he will lose time in the meantime. This is not an undercut situation, in my opinion. It's too soon, but never know. Also to look at though, personally, I can take the softs 12 laps in these sprints. When we do them in our leagues, the guys who put the softs on in the Austria sprints tend to make have made the right call. But again, the weather here will play a factor. Cam Ruddy is pulling into the pits. He's our first guy from the lead pack pulling in. So Cam thinks it's time now. Personally, I would have stayed on another lap, but Cam is a very good driver, and he usually knows what he's doing. So Cam's the one to keep an eye on, though, because he was running P2. So, uh, so we'll see when Johnny decides to pit as well, and we'll see what kind of gap exists between him and Cam. Cam, I think, went in too early, but I don't see water coming off the tires really yet. But we'll see what kind of pace Cam can get out of those inters at the moment. We actually came out ahead of Cam, so it was so Cam didn't lose any time. Frenzy picks up another 10-second time penalty. It has not been his race today. Hopefully, he does better in the full race. But again, if you're going to start from the back on purpose, there's a lot of talented drivers on this grid. So I mean, you're really putting yourself behind the eight ball. I think Frenzy's just trying to get DQ'd and he accomplishes his goal. The question is now, King Fi looks like he's just going to say F it, throwing caution to the wind. He's taken these home, but his only chance really here is if a wreck happens behind him, which is not good racecraft in my opinion. We'll see what he can do here. But, you know, he was holding on for a long time, but now the pace has dropped off dramatically, and he's at the point where he just has to commit to this, to be honest. Going into the pits now would mean the end of his chance at points, so he's just going to have to stay out here and try to hold this gap. Maybe a penalty from someone else will keep him in the top 8. Is it top 8 who scored, by the way, in this? Okay, so traditional scoring. Okay, and yeah, there it is. King Fi loses grip, slides, goes into the side of Mystical. He'll probably blame Mystical, but the truth is, if you stay out on those dry tires in the rain, you're taking a risk. So Mystical will move up. King Fi now in P8, but he has got a charging car of Mrs. CK coming through here, making the pass in a P8. Let's go. My favorite husband and wife combination in this game, and the only one I know. Said my girlfriend left me because I play this game too much. I need something like that. But it's a great thing, I think, that they're racing together, and I always cheer for them to do that. And they're big fans of the stream, so shout out Mrs. Carl. Yeah, I always appreciate it when these guys send messages saying thank you for the commentary or whatever. A lot of times this stuff goes unthanked, as you probably know. Sometimes people take it for granted or whatever. So it's always nice when we get a message saying they appreciate it. So you gotta let the commentators know. As someone who races myself, I know how much how much more fun a race is when you got a live commentary stream. It really adds to the experience, and to be honest, it attracts drivers too. So many of these guys like to listen while they race. They like to watch it back after. It adds to the experience, you know. And truthfully, I enjoy doing it. If I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't do it. I'm sure you're in the same boat. So it's, if it's good racing, I don't mind staying. You know, if it's going to be some bad racing, then I might let you know. In the meantime, Stewie, well done, sir. And he was my pick. I mean, I know. There we go, full air. I like to see that because full air, you know, it's been a I don't want to say a long time coming, but he's had some bad luck lately, so it's good to see him rectify that and put the car on the podium. And let's hope he can translate and extrapolate that to the race. So we will be doing a lobby reset so Cam can set the grid to the order of this sprint, I believe. Is he do reversed or anything, or is it just the way it is? Okay. Okay, so hopefully we can get this done really quick. Guys, accept the invite from Cam right away so we can make this happen as fast as possible. I don't know if he's going to have formation lap on or off, but make sure you get your setups in again. And leave a little bit of time for people to do their strategies. Be respectful before you're ready up. Oh, so we're leaving here too, yeah. I'm just wondering, should I stop this stream and do another one for the race? I'm gonna do that just so we don't have to sit through this. No one wants to watch him redo the lobby and stuff. I'm gonna do it anyways, and I'll send mine